Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Oshinoko season 2 episode 10 reaction. So the previous episode it was the end of Tokyo Blade. So we got to see Aqua's acting and we saw how he tapped into his emotions. Basically he thought of a scenario where because the climax of Tokyo Blade was the lady, the princess, what was her name? Saya, I think Saya Hime, yeah, her surviving. He thought of a future where I didn't die and what he would have felt back then. He kind of tapped into that and brought that out on stage. That is how he was able to perform so beautifully, and he really did a great job. And yeah, that is how the whole thing went. And then after that, a few other stuff we see, but the main focus of the previous episode was the fact that Aqua got the DNA test. And not only did he get the DNA test of the adults, but also like like people of his same age as well. So one of them was Himekawa, uh, and he found that he and Himekawa are half siblings. So now he has confronted him about it, and he's like, "Do you know anything about it?" And that's how it ended. So let's see what happens today. If we get some information from him, and we are able to figure out something from that. So let us get started. Episode 10. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Huh. Hmm. Here we go. He must be so confused. He's like, what the hell is going on? Yep. Wow. It's like, ah, you kind of look like me, Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Well. Oh. Damn. He. Yep. Oh, same. Which makes sense. Himekawa Ai is the mom. Wilson. Whoa. What? That. That is just so anticlimactic. Wait, venture again. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Okay, right. I don't. I think something's going. What's happening? This is so weird. Like just like that. Like what? I don't think he's of age. Can he drink? Oni-chan. Right. She's still in her pajamas. Right. Yeah. Okay. This is just. I don't know. Um. Wait a minute. That I don't know how to feel. Is this really happening? Like just like that? Harima. Oh. Oh my God. That scared me as well. She suddenly started screaming. Good night. Wait, isn't it morning? What? Right. Wait. She hasn't slept. I guess. Oh, Akane called or messaged. Yeah. 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 You must remember what Himekawa said. You know. You know what? This is actually a good opportunity. Yeah. Let's just forget about it and just live your life. Oh wow. His star went away. Then he's like, oh, finally, the sun is so bright. I never realized it. Oh wow. Nice. Yeah. Bro, 20,000 is a lot. Wow. Mm. Yeah, there you go. That is true. 10%. I'm also in that then. Wow. They're like, oh my god, we stepped on a wrong topic. That's quite a bit. Oh, I guess they have, yeah, the video editors and stuff. That is true. Then after you get more popular, you get sponsors and stuff, that'll help. Yo, yeah. 1.5 million yen rent. Yeah. Wow. Wait, really? Damn. Yeah. Wow. Right. Let's go the taxi. I was gonna say she has money. She saved it. Oh, yeah. Well, we know. Make a video. In order to claim whatever they bought as expenses. Yo. Bruh. Hmm. Right. Yeah, that's why she didn't want to show. No, you can. I guess I was gonna say you can just say that you're a big fan, but then people will be suspicious. Hmm. Oh boy. Two reasons. Yeah. Oh, she tried to contact him. Hmm. Right. I guess that makes sense because obviously she knows where he is. So she definitely tried to contact him, but then. Yeah, that's why another reason why. Yeah, well, about that. Okay. Right. Hmm. Right. Oh yeah, this is still right. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Miyazaki is. Oh, so something new. Okay. Okay. Kimura-san. Oh. Oh. Starty rain. Oh. Yeah, but now that he found the. No, the. Have you forgotten? Oh, he's. Since he's so accustomed to. Oh my god, he even forgot the fact that. Yeah. Wow. Press. Oh boy. Oh god. That is true. That is true. Ah! Oh yeah, she is older than them. Yep. Hmm. Yeah. What was that? Sleepers? No. He's like tiptoeing around the whole. Hmm. He's not happy with his work. New Komachi. Fresh start. Challenge. Second start. Hmm. Oh, is he like in a slump or something? What? What the hell is that? So yeah, it is like a slump. Should comes to right 100. Ah. Oh, it is different. Oh, damn. So yeah, slump you can overcome it, but this is like a. Yeah, he's like to retire. This is nothing. Maybe some new motivation. One of the group members want to say. Who? I guess he didn't even see them, like the people that he's making the songs for, the new one. That's why. Damn. He's like black and white and right. He's like, oh, I found it. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think he didn't even see them properly. So now that he has seen what he's doing and who is doing it for, he now knows what to do. All right, there you go. Mm. Well, they have nothing better to do, so jobless. Eh. Okay, is it his hometown? Yeah, okay, I see. I was wondering because Ruby was when he heard the name, she was like, oh, she kind of reacted. The hell? Okay, who the hell is that? Looks like a ghost or something. Underneath a tree, just hair flying in the wind. Oh boy. You know what? I still don't know. Like I don't believe that it's over. Like I feel like it just ended in such a weird way, the whole revenge thing. Like that was so anticlimactic. I don't think they're going to end it that quickly. Like something else is going to happen. Like what the hell? Like really? This is what we are doing all this for? Like just oh, like it's crazy because in a more realistic sense most of the time this is reality, like oh, like the person you're trying to is just gone or something. It's just like you know that simple and that insignificant. But this is an anime. I don't think they're going to end it this easily, like that whole plot point they're just going to snuff it out like that. I don't think so. Because if this was reality, I probably would have been like, you know what? Yeah, it happens, I guess. But this is an anime. This is entertainment. I don't think that's going to happen. Something's going to happen. I'm not really sure. Okay. Is there something else? No. Okay, that is it. All right, that was today's episode. So today's episode, the main highlight of today's episode was Aqua getting to know that Himekawa's father and mother both committed, like both took their lives, and so turns out his father is dead, and so now Aqua's like, what the hell? What am I supposed to do now? So, like I said, I really don't know. Like, this is like, who knows? I might be wrong. It is possible that they just end this plot point here abruptly like this, and we focus on Ruby now. You know, and Aqua's star sign is gone, so it's just Ruby now. So, they can just do that. Possible. But will they really do that? Because, like I said, this isn't really reality. This is like, in reality, I can see something happening like this. Like, um, but since this is an anime, there's more like, it's about entertainment. I doubt they're going to snuff out this possibility, this whole revenge plot this quickly. And this, even if they decided to end it, it's not going to be like this. Like, it was so weirdly abrupt. I was like, what the hell? You know, and because, in, I guess, in reality, you can, like, stuff happens like this, and it's something that you're just thinking so much about, and just, pouring your heart out, and, like, trying to do something about. Suddenly one day you realize, or you just get to see that, oh, it's just done, it's just over. And you will, and then you'd be like, what the hell, like, that's it. Like, in reality it can happen, but since this is anime, I don't think they're going to do that. It'll be very interesting if they actually do that. If they actually, like, snuff out this whole revenge plot point and then now focus on Ruby, that'll be very interesting. Because I don't know, like, yeah, like, this whole revenge plot point has been a big part of this show. This abruptly and this quickly, if they snuff it out, that's going to be a very interesting decision. Like, honestly speaking, like, obviously, I'm pretty sure by the end of it, like, I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure in the climax, Aqua would probably either, like, he will probably get very close to his revenge and then probably decide not to. Like, that's how I'm expecting the show to go. But I wasn't expecting it to go like this abruptly. I was thinking there would be like a huge, I don't know, like, confrontation, and then one day, like, Aqua will probably decide that, oh, you know what, maybe not, let me just move on my own way and just forget about this. I was expecting it to go like that, and then that is how the revenge plot will be taken out of it. I was thinking something like that was going to happen, and that's, yeah. But if it's actually like this, that'll be very interesting. Like, really, like, I don't I don't know how to, like, like, so yeah, let's wait, because I feel like there's still something we're missing here. There's some puzzle piece we're missing, like, something is going on, you know and yeah. And this is the thing about revenge, as you can see, that, like, when it's just gone, you don't know what to do. And, like, like, now Aqua's like, what the hell, what am I supposed to do now? I have no, like, because up until now his main goal was revenge. So now that is gone, he doesn't have any main motivation or anything like that. And also the fact that it happened just like this, like, he didn't even know, he's just dead, like, suddenly, like, so he's been doing all of this just to find out that he's just gone. And, he, like, Aqua must be thinking, like, what the hell is this, like, all of this for just that, like, he just took his life, that's it. So yeah, in a more realistic sense, that is, understandable, because that's what happens a lot of the times. You just do something, put your everything into something, and then suddenly you realize that it was just all for nothing. It was just, yeah. So there you go. So another thing, we saw in today's episode, is the thing that, like, Aqua's star, it vanished. So the reason why, obviously, I'm pretty sure it's pretty understandable why that happened, is because Aqua's main goal, or as far as I know, as far as people have explained it to me, that star is a symbol of, I guess you could say, obsession, or, like, like that crazy obsession to do something and accomplish something. As long as that star is there, it's like a way of indicating that like this person is doing this thing so much and going in this direction in such a way that it borderlines insanity, in that sense. If you think about it, like Aqua star sign was basically for revenge, because that was all Aqua was devoting his life to. That is why when that revenge is gone, that's why his star went away. We've seen the star in, obviously, Ruby's eyes, it is also there. But Ruby's eyes, the star is still there. The reason why is that she still hasn't reached her goal. Her goal isn't really revenge. Her goal is to become an idol just like her mother. And becoming like the upcoming rising idol and become like her mother, and making B Komachi back up from scratch again. So as long as that is there, as long as that isn't realized, that star will remain, and that will make her go through insane lengths. Again, like I said, borderline insanity, even probably to reach her goal. So yeah, that star we also saw in Akane before in that episode, where Akane like took in, like completely like read about Aqua, not Aqua, sorry, I, and like learned up about her, and then started acting like her in front of Aqua. That's what when we saw her star. So her star, I feel like is more of an indication of her like obsession towards, I guess, theater, or yeah, theater, I guess. Because if you think about it, that is how she was like, she's so crazy about theater and the way she kind of learns about stuff, and and she imitated I. That comes from the obsession of being better at theater, and and completely getting into role. So that is why that star is we got to see that star on that day. So this is why the star from Aqua's eyes went away now, because now his main goal, which was bringing that star in, is just gone suddenly. You know what? Yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about. I'm just going to go back and see something here. I need to read that that newspaper article that Himekawa showed Aqua, which had the news about the death. Where is that part? Okay. Wait, what was his mother's name? Okay. Okay, same as me, entertainer. Have you heard of Himekawa Airi? I have. She was the female lead in a morning drama serial. It's a pretty old show, right? Here she is. Okay. So it happened when I was 5 or so. Right. Bodies of married couple found in apartment. Double suicide? Question mark. At a cottage in Karuizawa, a man and a woman showing no vital signs were found. They were taken to a hospital where their deaths were confirmed. According to a statement from Nagano Prefecture Police, the deceased are actress Airi Himekawa and fellow actor Seijuro Uehara. Oh, wait, so they were married. Yeah. Wait a minute. No. No, bodies of married couple. Yeah. Woman. Okay. This is my mom. She died in a lover suicide with her father. Your father is Seijuro Uehara, the struggling actor. Um, nah, man, there's something weird. This guy looks too normal to be. I don't know. He looks too much basic. Like I'm looking at the mom here. Himekawa's mother, and she looks like like a character from a show like this. Then we have this dude who looks so basic. I'm like, really? This was the dude? Like, who we're trying to get revenge on? I don't know. I'm still feeling something's going on. So here's the thing. There's only one thing left here, that, like, if this is really what it is, if this is really the end of Aqua's revenge, then that's that. It's over. Like this guy was his father, he is dead, so what now? That's it. It's done. That's why I'm saying I'm not really sure what the show is trying to do. If they actually go in this direction, that'll be very interesting, because like I said, this is so weirdly normal and anticlimactic that I feel like an anime at least won't go in that direction. Because anime is entertainment. Like, what is entertainment in this? Like, we just got to know that he's dead. Like, what the hell? What is this? So, but if the anime decides to go in a more realistic approach and a more like normal approach, then I can see this happening. Them just dropping the information that, oh, he's just dead, and you're like, oh, okay, that was like, abrupt, but fine. So that is one possibility. So then that is over. It's done. It's done and dusted. It's over. Aqua's whole revenge plot is just over now. But if something is going on and if you're missing some pieces of puzzle, you have to think about what can happen from here. So one thing is for certain is that Himekawa and Aqua share the same father, because obviously you cannot share, they cannot share the same mother, because Aqua's, not Aqua's mother is I, and Himekawa's mother is this lady, so in no way can share the same mother. So that is out of the question completely. Father must be the same. So that would mean if there's still some puzzle pieces we're missing, that would mean either wait. Yeah, that would mean that this guy is Himekawa's father, but someone else is no, but that wouldn't make any sense. Wait a minute. I was going to say, but someone else. No, they must share the same father. I just said that now. Why? Okay, I'm getting confused now. Wait a minute. I was going to say this is Himekawa's father and like Aqua's father is someone else, but then I remember, like, wait a minute. I'm just like I'm going against my own theory. No, that's not what happened. No, yeah, okay, so yeah, I was correct. In no way can, like, when the mother cannot be the same, that means it's definitely the father. So if that is the case, then that would mean, that would mean that if there's still some puzzle pieces we're missing, that would mean that Himekawa's father is not this guy, someone else who they didn't know. Not they, but the dude didn't know. The mom definitely knew, I'm sure of it. And that same guy is Aqua's father as well. That is so weirdly confusing, isn't it? Like, what? I just realized that is such a weird, if that's what it is, and that is such a weird plot line we're going to. Like, first and foremost, so, like, that would mean that Himekawa knew the wrong person as his father, because I'm trying to think, like, the father must definitely be the same. Otherwise, why would the DNA test come in same? It's definitely not the mother. The mother is different, so the father must be the same. So that would mean that Himekawa, the person that Himekawa knows as his dad, is not his dad, and the person that is his original dad is also the dad of Aqua. That is so randomly weird, isn't it? Let me think. Am I missing something still? Wait a minute. Yeah, like, it's confirmed. Obviously, DNA test is the same. They're half brothers. It has been confirmed. So that would definitely mean it's not the mother, because we have I here and we have this lady here. It must be the father. If that is the case, if there's still some puzzle pieces we're missing, if this guy's really their father, then that's done and dusted. Like I said, it's over. The whole revenge plot is over. If there's still some pieces we're missing, that would only mean this guy is not Himekawa's father or Aqua's father. This guy's some, like, other guy that this lady married, and in a weird coincidence, the father of Himekawa and Aqua is, like, he's one person, and he slept with both this lady and I. Like, oh my god, that is just That is kind of confusing if that's the case. Right, you know what? I have no idea. Yeah, let's just wait. I genuinely have no idea now that I'm thinking about it. If like, because I don't think it's going to end this quickly. Like, what? Why? What was all this for then? Like, just like that, it's over. But yeah, you know what? Let's just wait for it. I feel like it'll be good for Aqua's sanity if it actually ends here. Because at least it seems like now he's a lot more calmer and he's like, oh, okay, my revenge is done. Let me just do something. And even though now you can see he doesn't have any type of goal, or he doesn't know what to do. It's just a matter of time. I feel like if he continues doing this, continue going on about his life, he'll probably find something that he wants to do. Maybe he'll like get really actually start liking to act. He'll actually start like enjoying acting, and then maybe he can go on that. So I feel like if that's actually what happens, if the revenge plot really is done, then at least to Aqua's sanity, that is the better situation. At least he can stop running for revenge. He can just go on with his life and not spend his life in this futile venture that literally gives you nothing, because revenge gives you nothing. It only takes, as we all know. So yeah, but is that really going to be the case? I don't think so. I feel like there's still something left which we don't know. And if that is the case, and if there's really something left and we're missing some pieces, there's only one option here. Like, I cannot think of any other option. There's only one option left. This dude is neither Himekawa's dad nor Aqua's dad. It's someone completely else. That's the only like path I can think of if the revenge plot is still not over with. That's the only thing I can think of. I cannot think of anything else other than that. Yeah, I cannot think of anything else. That's the only thing I can think of. That is the only possibility. But yeah, let's just wait, I guess. Or maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there's still something I'm not actually grasping, and there's some other possibility. Is there? No, I don't think so. It has already been confirmed that the dad is the same. And definitely the mom isn't the same. So that's the only thing left now. Himekawa and Aqua's dad must be someone else. If this revenge plot has to keep on going, it must be someone else, and we're making a misunderstanding here. Yeah. You know what? Let's wait and see. Okay, and that was that. That was the other big thing I wanted to discuss about in today's episode. And other than that, there wasn't really much things to talk about, because there was this whole thing about this guy, this music composer guy who did other the older B Komachi songs, and now he has lost motivation. He doesn't know what to do. He's not getting that thing from in the inside. So when he eventually, when he was like, oh, I'm just going to retire, Ruby sent him a video, and she was like, oh, this is me, Ruby, and she said stuff. And I'm obviously seeing the person who is Ai's successor in that sense, if you think about it, who is taking over. He got a new burst of motivation, and he was like, you know what? Yeah, maybe I still have it in me. And as Aqua says, this is what creators are. It's just something very mundane and something very simple that it takes for them to just get up and start working again and get a burst of motivation. This was what it was required. He didn't see the new Bikomachi members. That's why it wasn't coming to him. But now that he saw them, especially Ruby, and we've seen Ruby has a very innate charm to her. Like a way to like a charisma to kind of make people look at her, that kind of thing. She has this idol material in her. Well, I think that guy, what did he call it? He said something, this factor that some all the entertainers have. I forgot, and literally in the previous episode he said this star quality. I think that's what he called it. Yeah, this star quality, she has that. So seeing that, he was like, oh, okay, let me do something. I still have it in me. And yeah, so that was the other thing that we got in today's episode. And also the fact that they were going to be going to their hometown, their other life's hometown, not this life's hometown, but the other life's hometown, Aqua's. He's going to go there. Oh, I forgot about that. The thing in the very end, It's a random girl underneath a tree. Just like what? It'll be hilarious if this girl, if we get to know that this girl is like the reincarnation of I or something, that'll be crazy. I don't know, man. This show, anything can happen. Like we will literally have two reincarnated people here. I wouldn't be surprised if someday I just pops up someday, like, oh, I also got reincarnated. But I don't think so. I think it's someone else. I'm not really sure. But then why is she just standing underneath the tree and looking like that, like a ghost? Like her hair just flowing around and everything. Yeah. We've seen this girl in the opening as well, like in the opening song. So you know what? Let's wait and see who this person is. Right. And yeah, that was today's episode. Good episode. Yeah, let's see. And that was that. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we continue from that section where we left off in the previous episode. Basically, he is talking to Himekawa and he's asking him that, oh, we both of us share the same father. Himekawa's like, all right, you know what? Not the not a good place to talk about stuff like this. Let's go to my place. So he takes that guy, I forgot his name, Kindaichi, yeah, Kindaichi, to his place, puts him into sleep, or he was already asleep. He just put him in bed, and then he's like, all right, let me like talk to you. Let me talk to you about this whole situation. So he asks a few questions to Aqua. Asks questions like, oh, so you're doing the DNA test, that means you already have a hunch, this and that, and then he says that, who is your mother? Because obviously that's the first question that comes up. And he's like, oh, like, I cannot tell you. Obviously Aqua cannot really tell that. So he kind of deduces, he's like, okay, so that means an entertainer, which makes sense. Obviously he kind of realized that the fact that he cannot tell the name must definitely mean this is someone popular whose reputation if could be tarnished, and that can directly affect them if the truth comes out. So he's like, oh, it's an entertainer, because if she was like a normal salary woman, or like a normal housewife, I'm pretty sure he could have said the name. So that's how he deduced. He's like, oh, it's probably an entertainer. Okay, I understand. Yeah. And I guess the situation as well was very similar to his situation. That's why he was able to deduce so quickly as well. And okay, and this is where he says, like, oh, do you know this lady here? Have you heard of Himekawa Airi? Yeah, female lead in a morning drama serial, this and that. Okay, and this is where he says, like, oh, you see this guy? This guy was my father and my mother. Both of them, they took their own lives, and it happened when I was 5. So yeah, your father's dead, so is mine. So this is where Aqua's like, wait, what? And he's like, that's it? And a whole world drops from okay, so he says, how old are you again? 17? Our father was already married before you were born. Wait a minute. What? Okay, wait a minute. Oh yeah, that would make sense, because he's older than Aqua. He's older than Aqua. How old is he? 20, I think. Aqua 17. So 3 years gap there is. So that would mean the father got married to this lady here, his mother, and they had Himekawa. Then 3 years or 2 years later, father slept with I, and that's how a Ruby and Aqua were born, and then he committed suicide. It's just, you know what? I don't know. Our father was already married before you were born. Yeah. Seems like he had a thing for picking up talented entertainers. Maybe. Wait, so oh my god. So after getting married, okay. Right. when he, again, I don't know, like, this whole story seems so weird and fishy. I don't really understand what's going on here, because it seems so weirdly normal, this whole thing, like, oh, he's just dead, that's it, it's over. And the way the whole information drop, like, I could also kind of accept it if, like, Himekawa was like, oh, I don't know where my father is, and then we had this whole, like, like, investigation of where their father is, and then at the, like, conclusion of that, they found out that his father is dead. I would also be, I could, if that was the case, I could be like, oh, you know what, yeah, they kind of did that whole thing, and then in the end they showed that, oh, it's all futile, revenge is futile, like, that was like the message that they were trying to, like, show us. I could kind of accept that, and I could understand that is how the story is going, and that's how the story went. But here, he immediately dropped the information that his father is dead. Like, there was nothing. Like, it just happened. He just dropped the information like this. It's so unusual to have something like this. I was expecting some kind of a build up after this. So having the answer immediately dropped in front of us feels so unusual that I feel like there's still something going on that we don't know, and we'll get to know after this. So yeah, you know what? Let's just see. Maybe he was trying to mask his complex about being untalented by sleeping with talented women. Okay. Yeah. So Aqua's like, oh my god, what? No one knows the real reason he took part in the double suicide, but I can venture a guess. Even as a child, I hated our dad. Um, okay, that's why I took your mother's family name. Yeah. Real name is Taiki Uehara. Unfortunately, it seems like being a womanizer runs in the family. And then he kind of makes fun of Aqua, saying like, oh, you seeing you seduce Arima and Kurokawa makes me despair. And he's like, oh, I don't think that's the case. And he's like, yeah, that is exactly the case. You better make your choice quick, otherwise you know what's going to happen. Hurry up and make your mind. It'll be too late after you're in a lover suicide like our old man. And he's like, yeah, whatever. Anyways, you can see he's like in a very good mood. He's like, oh, I found my brother. And he's like, you know what? It's a weird coincidence, a weird, like, fate we share. The fact that you're also an actor, that is kind of ironic. And then he's like, yeah, let's just drink. I don't think Aqua drank because, he's underage. And immediately after that, in the morning, you see Ruby was like, what the hell were you doing, brother? Why were you outside? You were, like, I hope you weren't drinking, were you? So I'm assuming he didn't drink. He probably said that, nah, man, not for me. Either way, yeah, so that was that. It's over, I guess, or it's not, I don't know. So next he comes back and he's like, yeah, I went to Himekawa's place, and Ruby's like, oh, you became friends after going through this, like this whole thing together. Yeah. Either way, now Aqua, his star is gone, as you can see. Okay, and then he also kind of says like, I'm going to introduce him to you, because technically he's also her brother, so because of that. But not now, like now Ruby has a lot of other things to focus on, so I don't think Aqua's going to tell her about this whole situation. Now he's probably going to find a perfect opportunity when everything slows down, and then he's going to tell her, and then maybe she can go meet him like properly and talk to him. Yeah, so this is where Aqua's like, our father has died long ago. What of me? What am I supposed to do? What about my revenge? Yeah, and then you can see Ruby has like phone called him, and he calls back, and Ruby's like, what the hell? Like, where were you? Akane vanished too. And she's like, and he's like, oh no, like nothing of that sort. And then Ruby's like, Arima's like, oh, okay. Right. And then he also says Akane has like messaged him as well, like talking about like you shouldn't drink, you shouldn't even if adults tell you, make sure you go home safely, this and that. Yeah. And so Aqua's like, little by little, he's like, is it time for me to be free from this? And the star sign goes away now. And yeah, and then he opens the curtain, and it's like all shiny, bright outside, and he's kind of smiling here. So yeah, So yeah, there you go. That was that. That was that, and now we are focusing on Ruby. So Ruby, with Arima and Kana, obviously, yeah, they have to increase their YouTube channel subscriber count. They're like 20,000 in subscribers, and Arima's like, like what is that? like, like whoa, like it's not nearly not enough. And and Memcho's like, what the hell? Like I tried my best to do this. Like you guys are just scruffing it aside, and and this is where when she sees that nobody's like really that happy about it, Memcho gets pissed off. She's like, you know what? Sit down. I'm going to teach you what it means to have 20,000 subscribers. She's like, listen up. There are 300,000 channels within Japan alone. Wait a minute. Let me read this pie chart. What the hell is this? 1 to 1,000 subscribers, 75%, which makes sense. So some basically zero earnings. Then we have okay, among them 75% fewer than 1,000 subs and have zero earnings. It's an exploitative society that puts even the middle-aged to shame. Oh my god. Yo. Yeah, so we have then 10k to 50k, which is like after that majority of it, which is 20%, I think. No, not 20%, sorry. Yeah, 20%, yeah. And then we have 50k to 500k, approx 3%. Then we have 500k to 999k, 0.3%, and 1 million plus 0.1%. Seems about right, yeah. So she's like, yeah, like like that, like 0.1% at top. You're saying that you want to go there, like a 1 million subscribers. Like you don't know how like good we have it here. There's so many people who barely get anything, and it's just, yeah, which is true, I guess. If you think about it, we just focus on the very few creators, like 1 million subscribers, like 100,000 subscribers and stuff like that. But then we have like majority of them who just yeah. So on the other hand, we're making inroads into the top 10%. How impressive is that? Yeah, they're like at the very top, So she's like, yeah, this is what the reality is. Like, come on, guys. Like, don't spout off about 1 million subs when you're ignorant of all that, damn kid. Oh my god. Yeah, it's true, Okay, so I just love how sometimes this show gets so real, and I'm like, bruh, this is just reality. Okay, anyways, all that aside, so she's like, yeah, this is how it's going to be until we make it big, So then she's like, okay, you know what? Now what we're going to do is we're going to show off our rooms, like room tour. Yeah. So everyone's like, what the hell? And obviously it rakes in views, so all that stuff. At first I was like, nah man, I cannot be doing any of that. I don't like that. And then Memcho says that if we shoot a room tour video, personal belongings we show can be claimed as expenses. So the company will pay for it. I'm assuming. What is their name? Their idol agency, Strawberry Productions, I think. They will be paying for it. I'm guessing, because otherwise, who is paying for it? They don't have any sponsors, so it's probably the company who will be paying for it. So that's why she's like, oh, personal belongings we show can be claimed as expenses. So basically, you can just buy stuff and then you can just like transfer the bill to your company and be like, oh, there you go, expenses, video expenses. And then you can keep it for yourself as well, I'm assuming. And that's why I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Yes. So now she has like brought in like 100,000 yen, like like the handbags, like the branded handbags and stuff. She also talks about her computer, her gaming PC, and she's like, yeah, this costs so much money. I haven't even played any games in it. Yeah. So like using all this, like like the copyrighted trademark names. That's why they're censoring it. Yeah, so Mentor's like, Man, you're just too, like about these type of things. You're just too particular about it, and you're just, like you live in expense. You live in like like luxury. That's basically it. And he's like, yeah, I'm doing it from my money. So what? Like I'm gonna spend my money however I like it. And she also mentions how she has like saved money for when she was a kid, when she was actually doing well. She has saved all the money from there. Yeah, so that's how she can like still afford all of this. Okay, so another thing Memcho here says is that, where is this part? Anyway, I learned a good tax saving tip. When I buy a car, let's definitely make a video about it. Okay, tax saving. YouTubers often film their pricey purchases, right? Right. They mostly make those videos in order to claim whatever they bought as an expense. Oh, yeah, but you need to be, I'm guessing you need to be like affiliated with a company. Otherwise, who are you going to claim the expense from? If you're a solo creator, this won't do, will it? Yeah, like I said, unless until you have a sponsor, like obviously when some company is sponsoring you about something and it's going to tell you like, oh, you have to like do this product placement in your videos, then they give you free stuff. Then like they give you the stuff and they're like, oh, keep it for yourself. I've heard that happen, like like for example, like tech channels, for example. I think, as far as I've heard, most of the like products that they showcase, those are all given to them for free. Like they can claim it for themselves, but that's only for sponsorships and people, I'm guessing, who are from companies, who are affiliated with a company. Like solo creators cannot really do that, can they? Like what can they do? Like, and a lot of people nowadays are solo creators. Like back in the days, like YouTubers had to be affiliated with a company. When YouTuber was like new, you had to be partnered up. There was a lot of problems back then. Now the way it's so easy to just become a creator and earn money, it wasn't like that back then. You have to be partnered, and then they used to like dictate your life and tell you, oh, this video, do this video, do that video, and that kind of thing. And then if they drop you, then like that's that. YouTube didn't really pay you anything like that. But then we have this whole thing where we got this whole like, oh, nah, you just need this amount of subscribers and this amount of views to get like paid, and your ads to show up on your video. So that's what happened, and now that is the case. So that's why there's so many solo creators who doesn't need to get affiliated with a company. They can just do it on their own. So in that situation, I don't think you'll have to pay for your own things. Who is going to pay for your things then? you know but yeah, as a company, I guess you can do that, I'm assuming, as Memcho says, like mostly make videos in order to claim whatever they bought in as purchase expenses. Right. Hmm. Anyways, after that, Ruby goes back to her room, and she's thinking, should I like take down all these posters? Now I was thinking like, why? Like you can be I's big fan, but then I realized like if she actually keeps the poster in, like yeah, you can easily say that no, I'm a huge I fan. That's why I have all these posters in my room. But then we'll have those we'll have those like people who like like what do you call, like those theory crafters and others who will start making theories that, oh, the fact that like she has so many eye poster in her room, and the fact that she kind of looks like her, maybe she is one of her secret children, and which is actually true. So there's a huge possibility that a few people will probably go deep into it and actually figure out her actual identity, and then that will be a scandal, full on scandal. Their whole like a lot of bad things are going to happen. So that is probably why she doesn't want to take that risk. Because yeah, you can easily say that I'm a big fan, that's why I have poster, but then we have those other people who will just start theory crafting and deducing this and that. So yeah, that is why Ruby was probably thinking, should I take these all out or something? What should I do? and she's thinking like, what should I do as an idol? What do I want to do? She has no answer. And then she's thinking about Sensei and thinking that, oh, like, what should he have said? But then we also get to know there's two reasons why she decided to keep the name Bikomachi. Number one, obviously she wanted to bring back, Ai's group, and as that kind of thing. Then we had the second reason, which is she called back and asked for Sensei in that hospital, but then everyone was like, oh, we're sorry, Sensei has been missing from that day onwards. So that's why she brought up Bikomachi again and is making it popular again. So expecting someday to maybe see Sensei in one of the audience. That's what she's expecting, because obviously Sensei was a big Bikomachi fan. So she thinks that if this Bikomachi comes back again, then he's definitely going to watch them or be interested. And someday maybe he'll just come to watch them in the audience, and he'll see him, and then maybe he can, she can interact with him. That's what she is thinking. But obviously that's never going to happen, because we all know where Sensei is. So yeah, right. There you go. That was that. And next we get to see next day again Memcho talking about music video this time, and she's like, yeah, if you make a music video, it's going to boost up our stuff. So yeah, there you go. So she says that we can use the view count as an example to promote ourselves everywhere. So basically, like, yeah, this one video will have a huge amount of views, and they can literally use that as an example and promote which makes sense, obviously. Like, you're going to use your best work to sell yourself, and then other people will get interested and watch your stuff, and then automatically your views will increase, that kind of thing. So they're like, yeah, let's do that. Right. And this is where Memcho also says that wait a minute. So she says that they're going to go. Wait a minute. Someone I know who runs a design farm in the countryside. Offer friends discount if we head there to film it. There you go. So that place is, Aqua's hometown. As soon as she says the name, Ruby kind of, like her facial expression changed. Anyways, they're making plans. They're like, oh, it's going to be a little trip, this and that. And here we can see Aima just fantasizing about going along with Aqua. And then she's like, oh, you know what? Sounds nice. Yeah, I'm in. Right. So yeah, another idea that she has, making a new song, like a promotional song. And she says up until now we've just been copying the original Bikomachi, so let's make something new this time, and for the current generation. Yeah, so for that obviously they'll need money again, so that's why they go and ask I always forget her name, their mother, their adoptive mother, asks her. She's like, they're like, oh, where is the song that we have ordered for? And she's like, I've put in a request with Hiruma-san, who worked with the old Bikomachi songs, but he still hasn't gotten back to us. Yeah. Oh, while all of this is happening, you can see Aqua suddenly thinking like, wait a minute, singer. Yeah, that is also a possibility. And then he suddenly remembers, he's like, wait a minute, there's no point in doing this. I know what happened to my father. And so it's like he's so accustomed to immediately latching on to a possibility of finding his father that he completely forgot the fact that he's found his father. So he immediately latched onto that as well, and then he remembered that, oh, this is all in vain. So what should I do? Yeah, either way, Arima is also is talking to Aqua, and Aqua is talking to her in a smiley way, and Arima's like, damn, you kind of changed, you became a lot mellowed out, which is very nice. I like it. Yeah. Either way, Ruby's like, can you please ask that guy to get it done quickly, and then Ruby starts throwing a temper tantrum, It's like temper tantrum. Why? What did I say there? Either way, after that, she also says you know what? I'm trying to hurry because we don't have much time. We are idols. Our day when we have to retire will come very quickly. For Arima, she can just continue with her acting. um, for Memcho, she kind of stopped there, and then she's like, she'll just reach age 30 very quickly. I was thinking she was going to say that, oh, she has her YouTubing stuff, but then she just kept like, went in that direction. Right. Anyways, so Ruby's like, so that's the little amount of time we'll have. So please, can you please call him and ask him? So she calls him, and you can see the guy is like, Hiruma-san is like, oh, like, yeah, I'll look to it. And you can see in reality he's like kind of in a slump, not a slump as they explain. It's more like, and when he was young, he had like, he gave all his all, and he has like exhausted all the, like the creativity and everything that he could think of. So now he's just empty. He doesn't have that motivation, and he's just there. He doesn't know what to do. So we can see that's what's exactly happening to him. He's trying to write the song, but then he's like, oh, like, I don't know what to write. And he's thinking like, should I just retire? Like, like, what should I do? And that is immediately when his message, like, video message comes in, where Ruby is like, oh, hello, like, I'm one of Bikomachi's idol. And she's like, I've heard your songs. I've been singing Star Tea Rain a lot. I love it. And seeing her, his motivation, he kind of gets boosted up again. The monochrome, the black and white, like background that he had all around him, it kind of changed, and he gets up, and then he's like, you know what, yeah, let's try again. Maybe we can do something. I can do something again. Yeah, and this is where you can see Aqua kind of like, narrating that, like, sometimes what you need for a creator, what creator needs, is just knowing who they're creating it for. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what happened here. So he's gotten his motivation back, and again, a sense of purpose, as you can see, something that Aqua's lacking currently. Right. And there you go. So after that, Tokyo Blade is over, everything is done. Aqua's just sitting there looking blankly at the wall. So everyone's like, something is weird is going on with him, like he's looking so demotivated. you know so then they're like, Arima's, and like, Ruby's like, oh, will you go with us? And she's like, Arima was saying that you can come with us, and Arima's just like, peeking, taking peeks at him. So Aqua's like, yeah, you know what, sure, why not? And then we get to see this weird scene of his hometown, and underneath the tree there's this random girl standing, looking all suspicious. Yeah, so there you go. That was that. And that was today's episode number 10 of Oshinoko season 2. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Oshinoko. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.